Dragon Souls is here, and welcome to a brand new episode of That's right, everyone. Today is the day is my review for The Evil Within 2. What my thoughts on it, and good and bad. Okay? So without further ado, here we go. Hello everyone, Dragon Souls is here, and I'm here to talk about this game right here, Evil Within 2, for my review. Here is a pretty cool part right here. I can't really say anything bad about it because here you go off and you have to go and get the key to unlock the door, so that way you can destroy this painting so you can fight the first boss, which is really freaking awesome. And I enjoyed this boss battle right here. You can pick up items and stuff like that. You got this game is kind of, to me, it looks like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and The Last of Us all into one. And I really enjoyed it. You know, I really had fun playing this game. Good voice acting. The graphics on this game was outstanding. I enjoyed this game very, very much. I played the hell out of it. It explains everything in the game here. Compare it to the last one. And if you have not played the first one yet, I strongly recommend you get both of these games so that way you can play the first one and then you can play this here, and then that way you understand what is going on in the game. But if you've already played the first one, then I strongly recommend you go ahead and buy this game here. It is a must-buy game. Do not skip it. I heard some people skipped it because they didn't think it was any good and everything, and some people was pounding it, saying it wasn't that great, don't buy it and everything. And that's their opinion. My opinion is, I enjoyed the hell out of this game. But like I said, on here you destroy the paintings and stuff, so you can unlock the unlock the gate here. Cool boss fights. And the ones come up next. Okay, in this review, I talk about stuff right here. The save room. You got coffee to refill your health with. You got these boxes right. You got these you can go to these guys right here, and you got side missions, actual side missions in here that you can do, and to help these people out, and that's pretty awesome. Unlike the first one, you got that in here, and just like the first one, you can go into the mirror, and so you can do your upgrades, crafting. Weapons. Crafting. You can craft your weapons. All that good stuff right there. They also got a shooting range in here in this game. That's right. And you got gallery mode, and you have the other one, which I did all of them except for the hard ones. I didn't do the hard ones, but I did do the normal ones and the easier ones. And let me tell you something, it's pretty awesome. You get rewards for doing if you get them all right, then you get rewards for it, which is freaking awesome. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I love shooting ranges. No, I don't do this in real life. I don't go into a shooting range and do that in real life. But in the game, I do this a lot. I even do it on GTA 5 sometimes, and it's real fun. And yeah, I am glad they put this in the game because I enjoyed it. You know, I did it so many times. You know, and the characters they and some if you do good, they tell you how good you do, or if you did bad, they'll sit here and say how bad you did and everything. It's pretty fucking funny how they do it and everything. You know, this and here I've done this and here, and I just kept going to it all the time through my through on my when I was doing live streams. When I came in here, I couldn't resist. I had to keep coming in here and doing this here, getting points, try to see how much of a score I can get, or if I can beat my old score. I really did. I mean, I two thumbs up on this here. They did a damn good job, outstanding with this game. I really enjoyed it. You know, I mean I can't. I wanted to talk shit about this game. I really do. But you know what? I can't. There's no way. There's no way and purpose of talking shit about this game. It was just too awesome. Now I do have a problem with. I do have a problem with this game though. It does have a flaw in this game. Which I will get to it here in a few minutes. But here is where you walk around, and you can walk around and you can look like photos. You can collect the photos. You get these green gel from this little cat, which is awesome. You can sit right here and you can look at these pictures, you know. And then if you the ones you already you found, you can go right here and you can talk to her, and you and her can talk to you talk to her about these pictures, and I forgot what her name was, but yeah, it's the girl from the first game in here. Now what really threw me off, and here I want to show you, yes, this here, that is one of the bosses you had to fight. And before you actually go inside the building to fight the main boss, the first main boss, this is the one that you had to fight outside. And let me tell you something, I died to this thing more than once. I beat it once. You don't. You have to. Once you beat it and kill it once, you have to keep multiply redoing fighting it all the time. You don't have to fight it. You can always run off, you know. And especially because it takes every bullet, it takes every thing you have to kill it, and you don't have to do it. The site you can do this radio thing here, and you can find the signals and stuff, and then you can look on your map to see where they're at, and then you can go ahead and target it, and you go right to it, and it actually tells you where the items are at, to where you can go and get them. And sometimes they'll have bullets, upgraded patches for your ammo, and yes, they cannot come in here either. They could not never come in there. Inside the buildings, you're free. You can walk around, take your time exploring. They cannot come in there or anything like that. And if they do come inside the building, it's definitely a glitch. But I did not find any glitches in this game whatsoever. Now this part here is pretty cool. Okay, this woman here is his wife. Which on the first game, I don't know if his wife was in the first game or not. But he has a wife, and he has a little daughter, and his little daughter on this game reminds me so much of my little niece. And you know, and I didn't know he was married to. I didn't know she was in the first game, and I didn't recognize her at all. But the characters, oh my gosh, the characters was well done, pretty awesome how they looked, and like I said, I can't complain about how the game actually looked. It looked great, you know. Some people may say, "Oh, the graphics went in the toilet," or it was, you know, whatever they want to call it, you know, fuzzy or pixelized and shit like that. I didn't have none of that problems at all. I had a great time with it. The only flaw I had in the game, and it was a major pain in my butt. And here in a few minutes I'm going to talk about it. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I'll talk about it in a few minutes. It's coming up really cool, really soon. But yeah, this here. Spoiler alert. This is a final boss right here. This is the boss you had to fight at the end of it. And let me tell you right now, if you have used all your bullets up, you're in a peck of trouble, because you had to have every weapon, every bullet, every ammo you have. You have to make sure you have everything with you, or else you're in deep shit and you won't be able to beat this boss, because it is not that hard to do. But yeah, it is kind of this part. This boss, some of these bosses were hard to do, but not really all that hard to do, really, if you know what you're doing. They even, and I don't even have a video of this, but it's on my YouTube channel. It's in the playlist. You can go take a look at it. They actually brung back two, not one, but two of the old bosses from the first game. They brought it in here, and that was sweet. The Boxman, they brought him back. They brought the look like the witch, the spider lady. They brought her back, and that was freaking awesome. I enjoyed the hell out of that. But yeah, this here is the main boss. Is the main boss, the final main boss in the game, and it was not easy at all, but it was fun to do, and I enjoyed the fucking hell out of it. Now, what I'm about to say right now is the aiming mechanic, okay? Here we go, everyone. Buckle up. You're in for one hell of a trip. The aim mechanic sucks ass. There is no aiming mechanic at all. I know there is nightmare mode, and there's survival mode. There is easy mode. I didn't do easy mode at all. I did first part. I went and done the normal, the nightmare mode. It was fun at first, but then I said, no, I'm going to do it in survival mode. So I went into survival mode, and this is what you're seeing in survival mode right here. And when you start, it'll ask you, do you want to enable or disable the aiming system setup? And I said there, and first I said enable it, because I want me to be able to lock on to them and shoot them when I want to, right? Wrong. I got in the middle of it, and I realized the aiming mechanic sucks ass. It does not work. When you're trying to target your character, you can target the enemies and stuff, but when it comes to locking on to the target, good luck with that shit. It won't work. It does not work at all. When I found out about it, I disabled it. And it doesn't matter if you disable it or not. The lock-on mechanic to where you can aim for them and lock on to the enemy does not work. You had to aim for the character and for the into the enemy yourself, and I don't think that should have been in the game. Really, that part should not have been in the game at all. But other than that, the game was freaking awesome, man. Um, I really liked how they did the game, and um, I really do. I applaud them for it. They did a fantastic job. This game here actually gives you in the first game you think he's out of the machine, but he never got out of the machine. This time you can actually see that he is out. He did get out of the machine, and everything, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna spoil by what happens at the end of it, but all I can say is he does get out, not gonna say what happens with the people that put them in there and it caused the whole thing in the first place. I'm not gonna tell you all that. What I can tell you is that this game that he gets out at the end of it, and there's a one spoiler part I'm not gonna reveal, but yeah. Um, but yeah, like I said, the aim mechanic was pretty good on this game. I enjoyed it. The shooting part, the crafting, um, fighting the bosses and shit like that. The save points are. Oh, and by the way, this game has good. This game has good checkpoints in it. It is very good checkpoints in it. When you get to a certain place and you think and you get killed and you be like, oh man, don't tell me I'm gonna have to wind up going off and having to do this here. And this is the part I'm talking about with the crafting. This is the part, everyone, I'm talking about with the crafting. You can craft different weapons. You can upgrade your weapon. You can craft your ammo and shit like that. You can go with your upgrade your weapons and shit like that. Make them more badass, more stronger, more powerful, all that good stuff. You have to go. Well, you don't have to, but you can go and search for the keys. The locker keys, you can go and do that if you want to. You can go search for the pictures if you want to. I didn't know this, but they're inside of a. But yeah, and on these right here, on the keys, they're inside the of a statue. You can you can break and get the keys that way. And you don't have to really do that or anything else, but you can if you want to in those, and also the pictures. This here, you can upgrade here. Upgrade your character, make him more better, more stronger, and make the fighting mechanics better, and all that stuff, and especially when it comes to the guns. You all that stuff. I mean, I had a great time with it, upgrading them, and doing all this good stuff, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I tried to upgrade it all I could, and you can grind. Yes, you can grind in this game, but you don't have to. It's not really necessarily needed, But yeah, this is where you can also save save your game and shit like that, and it's freaking awesome. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game of this game here, Evil Within 2. It is way like everything I said. It was true. Um, I definitely would recommend y'all. If it's not, and now some people like one of my subscribers, his name was NickelBoy53, said that he's not really into games like this here, which I understand. It may not be your cup of tea. You may not like this kind of game. I can understand that. But for those who do like this game, do not pass it up. You can, if you don't have the money to rent it, if you don't have the money to buy it, if you have the money just to rent, go ahead and rent this game, or buy it if you have the money. It is a must-buy game, or you must get it. I mean, if you haven't played the first one yet, get the first one and the second one. Play through the first one. Then, if you don't understand what's going on, what happened, then you need to play the second one so you can understand it more, because this here definitely explains everything that happened. But yeah, like I said, everything I said in there was true. I really love this game. But yeah, what do I now? The question here is, what do I rate it? What score do I really give this game? Well, find out right now. That's right, everyone. Everything I said on that video about the Evil Within 2, I meant every word of it. So the real question here is, what do I score it? What do I score it? I give the Evil Within 2 a 9 out of 10. That's right, everyone. I would have gone a little over that. I would have given it an almost a 9.75. I would have given it a 10 out of 10. But the only problem with with the game is just that the aiming mechanic that did not hardly work, and sometimes the combat did not hardly work at all with me at all, and yeah, that was the main flaw in it. Okay, so the game, that's what I give the game, a 9.9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Dragon Soul signing out. If you enjoyed my review, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, then I'm sorry. I tried my best. Dragon Soul.